Welcome everyone, join us today as we delve into the life and career of Tom Jones, the legendary Welsh singer whose powerful voice and magnetic stage presence made him a global icon. So let's dive in. Tom Jones, born Thomas John Woodward, on the 7th of June 1940, in Treforest, Wales. Born in Pontypridd, a coal mining town in South Wales, to father Thomas Woodward, a coal miner, and mother Freda Jones, a homemaker, he grew up in a modest household where music was always present. From an early age, Tom showed a natural gift for singing, drawing inspiration from American blues, gospel, and R&B records, as well as the traditional songs of Wales. His father often sang around the house, and Tom soon discovered that music was his way of expressing himself. At the age of 12, Tom contracted tuberculosis and spent almost 2 years confined to his bed. It was during this difficult period that his passion for music deepened. He passed the time listening to records and singing endlessly, developing the powerful, soulful voice that would later make him famous. By the time he returned to school, Tom was already dreaming of a life beyond the valleys of Wales. As a teenager, Tom began performing locally, singing in pubs and working men's clubs, where his commanding stage presence and raw, passionate delivery quickly set him apart. In 1957, at just 16, he married his high school sweetheart, Melinda Trenchard, known as Linda. Their son Mark was born soon after, and with a young family to support, Tom worked a series of odd jobs, from construction laborer to glove cutter, while still chasing his dream of singing professionally. In the early 1960s, he fronted a Welsh beat group called Tommy Scott and the Senators. The band built a loyal following around South Wales, and though they failed to break through nationally, they provided Tom with crucial experience and exposure. His big break came in 1963 when Gordon Mills, a London-based manager and songwriter, discovered him. Mills saw Tom's potential, renamed him Tom Jones after the popular Henry Fielding novel and its film adaptation, and helped secure him a record deal with Decca. In 1965, Tom released "It's Not Unusual," a song that immediately became his signature. With its brassy, upbeat sound and Tom's powerhouse vocals, the track soared to #1 in the UK and introduced him to the world. What followed was a rapid succession of hits that defined the mid-1960s. "What's New Pussycat," written by Burt Bacharach and Hal David for the film of the same name; "Thunderball," the theme song for the James Bond movie; and "Green Green Grass of Home," which became one of his most beloved ballads. Tom quickly became an international sensation. His energetic performances, swiveling hips, and undeniable charisma earned him comparisons to Elvis Presley, who he would soon become a close friend with. Unlike many British artists of the era, Tom didn't just appeal to teenagers, his strong, mature voice attracted fans of all ages. In 1966, he won the Grammy Award for Best New Artist, solidifying his place as one of the decade's biggest stars. By the late 1960s, Tom was not just a singer but a global entertainer. He became a fixture on television, hosting This Is Tom Jones, a variety show that ran from 1969 to 1971, in both the UK and the US. The show featured guest appearances from the likes of Aretha Franklin, Janis Joplin, and Stevie Wonder, and showcased Tom's versatility across musical genres. At the same time, he developed a reputation as a dazzling live performer, particularly in Las Vegas, where his residencies became legendary. Women famously threw underwear onto the stage, a testament to his magnetic appeal. Behind the scenes, however, Tom's personal life was far more complicated. Though he remained married to Linda until her death in 2016, his touring lifestyle and sex symbol status led to countless affairs, many of which became tabloid fodder. He was linked to high-profile celebrities and even fathered a child outside of marriage, but despite these scandals, his marriage endured for over 50 years. In the 1970s, as musical tastes shifted, Tom's chart presence began to wane. The era of disco and soft rock left less room for his brand of brassy pop, but he reinvented himself as a live act. His Vegas shows became more elaborate, and he continued to draw sellout crowds. He also ventured into country music, scoring hits in the US with songs like "Say You'll Stay Until Tomorrow." The 1980s were a quieter period for Tom, though he maintained his popularity as a concert draw. By the late 80s, however, he began to stage a remarkable comeback. In 1988, he collaborated with the synth-pop group Art of Noise on a reimagined version of Prince's song Kiss. The single was a global hit, introducing Tom to a new generation and proving his ability to stay relevant. The 1990s and 2000s marked a renaissance in his career. His 1999 album Reload, featuring collaborations with contemporary artists like Robbie Williams, The Cardigans, and Stereophonics, became the biggest-selling album of his career. Songs like Sex Bomb turned Tom into an unlikely elder statesman of pop, who could still dominate the charts. He received critical acclaim as well, earning a Brit Award for Best British Male in 2000, and being knighted by Queen Elizabeth II in 2006 for his services to music. Throughout this period, Tom also embraced television, appearing as a judge and mentor on The Voice UK, where his warmth, humour, and decades of experience endeared him to both contestants and audiences. He continued to release new material, experimenting with stripped-down soulful albums such as Praise and Blame in 2010, and Long Lost Suitcase in 2015, which earned him some of the strongest reviews of his career. In his personal life, Tom endured heartbreak with the loss of wife Linda on the 10th of April 2016, after she passed away from lung cancer. Their marriage, though marked by turbulence, was the central relationship of his life, and her death profoundly affected him. In interviews, Tom has spoken about how difficult it was to carry on without her, but music once again became his outlet for grief and resilience. Together they welcomed a son Mark in 1957, while a later liaison with model Catherine Berkery in 1988 resulted in another son, singer Jonathan Berkery. In 2017, he was rumored to be romantically involved with Priscilla Presley, though he explained that they had been friends since the 1960s and simply enjoyed each other's company. Today, Tom Jones remains an active performer well into his 80s. Living primarily in London and Los Angeles, he continues to tour internationally, filling arenas with audiences spanning multiple generations. His voice, remarkably, has lost none of its power, and his presence on stage is as commanding as ever. Even after more than 6 decades after his debut, Tom stands as a symbol of reinvention and longevity, still much loved and adored by new and older fans alike. Proof that true talent never fades. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos just like this. Take care and bye for now.